Welcome to episode number 16 of his Minnesota Twins Custom Franchise Series. And today, Game 3 of the 2020 ALDS between the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. Twins up 2-0. As you can see, the rest of the playoff bracket, I think you can make out 2s and 1s. But just in case you can't, we're up 2-0. Red Sox are up 2-0, so we can win this Game 3. We're most likely playing them. And then the other series, Reds up 2-1 over the Nationals, and then the Cardinals are up 2-1 against the Dodgers. And the Cardinals were the wild card team, and the Indians obviously are not now 2-9 against the Red Sox, who are the better than us by one game, as we won 1-0 on 10-9. And if you look at the box score, we scored 8 in the bottom of the ninth. I did that kind of insane. I'm on beginner, but that's like the first time I ever done it on beginner. I scored actually 8 runs in a single inning, and that has happened before. Actually, 9 ones. It was I think the Cardinals and Rockies in like 2009. That it was I think 9-3. Cardinals going in the bottom of the ninth, and then the Rockies got 9. Obviously, it was tied, and someone had to rock out 3-run home run. So yeah. So, yeah, if we can win this game, this episode will be game 1 of the ALDS versus the Indians or the Red Sox, most likely the Red Sox. If we lose this game, this episode will be game 4, which tomorrow, Tuesday, will be the next episode I already put over the show series, Home Run Derby and or the All-Star Game. And then I'm thinking another franchise at the Rockies franchise on Wednesday, because I haven't done it in a while. And then I'm thinking, I don't know. And I'm thinking Thursday, obviously game 1, next up to this series, which would be game 4 of the ALDS or game 1 of the ALCS. And then Friday, I'm thinking, Rocket League. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't done an episode in Super Summary. I have done episodes. And then obviously Saturday, the big day, 4th of July. Obviously they are watching in between the Twins and the Yankees at the Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, new Yankee Stadium. So yeah, let's do it. Both controllers. As it's at 105. And remember, and by the way, it's for my playoff bracket. It's a 2017 version, obviously. It's only a full bracket, so it's gonna be a best of 5 for the Division Series, best of 7 for the Championship Series, and best of 7 for the World Series. So I guess if it's best of 5, each series between game 1 and 3 for each Division Series, there's one day game for each series. So this is our day game. Here it's 105 Central, and then the next game 705 Central if we get there, and then game 5 705 Central. And game 1 and 2 are both obviously 705 Central. So basically in the Division Series, between game 1 and or between game 1 and 3 of every Division Series, one of those is a day game. So this is our day game. It's Child Hitson versus Hyun-Jin Ryu. I'm not sure if it's gonna be. I mean, Babe Ruth would be on basically 2 days of rest. So that's not Babe Ruth, but Dixon at 11-8 with like a 4.5 ERA. Perez went 17-5. Much was Perez, but yeah. So it's viewed today's game. There's 4 games today, so I'm not sure why we're the last one. We should be the first one, and then the Red Sox and Indians should be the second one, and then the third one, which should be the Reds and Nationals, which they're at the same time, 7:05 Eastern. And then the Dodgers at Cardinals should be the last one. I'm not sure why we're the last one, which is at 2:05 Eastern. But we're gonna play it, because if you don't play the first game, then all the rest will sim. So maybe we'll show a bracket during the game, and you'll find out who won those 3 games, which all of them are elimination games. So here we go. Include all 4 today are elimination games. Here we go. Or I guess our game should be non-elimination game if it's 1-1. The series would be because it's 2-0. It is. So yeah, play full game. That the Twins are the gold controller, and the Nationals are the blue controller. They went 93-59 in the first in the AL West. We went 114-48. We're not playing the winner of the wild card because the Red Sox is 115-47. So I'm not sure that is. It's number 21. I believe that's Tony, because 21, and that's runner for the Astros. Road uniforms for the Twins, home uniforms for the Astros. Minute Maid Park holds 41,168, opened in 2000. Presentation mode, broadcast team, shadow show team, quick challenge on, chat the roof open, cloud cover, clear skies. It was probably cloudy, but I switched to the clear skies. As I can't do Babe Ruth, and I know I'll do Rio. As Verlander's, I don't know. But I'm not sure. I mean, Gibson's a better, because he went 11-8 with a 4.51 ERA, 1.5 WHIP. Perez went 17-5 with a 3.86 ERA and 1.24 WHIP. I don't know. I just feel like, two lefties. I'm gonna go with Perez. Lefty versus lefty, 89 versus 78. Because I just don't feel confident in Gibson. It looks like, yeah. So by the way, Dash and Tony have not played yet in the postseason. Dad did. In game 2, I put Dad at first base, moved Vinny J to third, and then put Audie, and then didn't play Audie Pollins. Audie Pollins the only guy starting lineup for this for game 3 that doesn't have a hit yet. And the other two people don't have a hit. It's Tony and Dash C. Dad does. He went 2 for 4, obviously, because he had 500. So yeah, and then over here, obviously they have a Dad too, and that's Tyler. I'm not sure what happened to Dirty L. He must be in the minors or something. He's I just see he's old. It looks like they're playing Tony Tempedan, which for game 2 they played Kyle Tucker, which I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put Diaz because he's a righty, right, righty, and that's Perez, and he can play left, right? Yeah, he can play second, third, short, and left. So I know I'll put Diaz in left. His Temp's a lefty, and either way, it's a high overall, isn't it? They actually tie at 75, but righty in the lineup. So the only lefty in the lineup is Josh Reddick. But there's not another. This guy, he can't. He can play third base. Marisnik. He's a righty. Do I put him in right field over Josh Reddick? I'm gonna do it. So that means the Astros have all righties in the lineup. And for us, well, we have 2 lefties, Babe Ruth Jr. and Mr. Casey, but obviously look at 99, 96, 99, 99, 99, 99. And that's 4 straight. Out of the first 6 guys, we have 5 99s, and then 98, 91, and 93. Yeah. I'm gonna play announcer for this game. Let's do it. And yeah, I realized for game 1, and then put Sprinter as the lead off. I realized he wasn't leading off right as I hit the options button. And Marisnik's not bad at anything because obviously doesn't play. Diaz has played. White has, everyone, and Robinson, I think he was DH for game 1 and then didn't play in game 2. There we go. We are here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas for Game 3 of the 2020 ALDS between the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. Hi there everybody, Vinny J here in 342 18 the Man Cave. My mom's not with me. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball here on the show. This is the day game. As each division series is a day game. Each division series between each division series, there's a day game between game 1 and 3. Only one. And in game 1, the Twins won 1-0. That was the Herbert Humphrey Metrodome in downtown Minneapolis, and then the Twins won 10-9 in game 2 at the Herbert H. Humphrey Metrodome in downtown Minneapolis as well. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. At the beginning with the uniforms, it was actually Audie Pullman, so it was the Twins player that was there for the uniforms. It wasn't Tony, it was Audie Pullman. I just saw him there with number 20, and Star was 20. Here's Rio, 32 starts in 2020 season, 18-700, 3.36 ERA, 206 hits, or 206 innings, 185 hits, 1.14 WHIP, 50 walks, and 216 strikeouts. And yeah, number it was Audie Pullman who was the one that was the featured guy. Was a featured guy for the uniforms of the Twins because I saw. So he has a 4-seam basketball cutter, change curveball, or Ryu has a 4-seam basketball cutter, change up curveball, and a 2-seam fastball. As I don't have a day, and each division series has one day game, only one between game 1 and 3. So each division series has a day game between only one day game between game 1 and 3. Because obviously, if it's scheduled for one day, if they schedule a day game for game 4 or 5, that might not happen. But here, if you do it between game 1 and 3 in the division series, in the division series, there's a minimum of 3 games, so it will happen. Here we go, 2-1 count to Luke. He's batting .333 to 210. Swing and a miss. 82 degrees, clear skies, wind 2 miles per hour, blowing out the right field. I don't know. Here we go, 1-2 count to Luke. That's it, round 1, say top play for Correa Spino. Round got him, what a play by Correa. 1 down, and here's the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Luke, Matthew, Jack Thornton, Star Forcer, Bader Jr., Mr. JC, Vinny J, Snake Biter, and Audie Pullman. The only difference is then game 1 was, I believe, Audie Pullman and Snake Biter switched places from game 1. Obviously, it'd be that game 2. I quit managing and ended up winning, and I believe so basically, I believe the lineup, Audie Pullman and Snake Biter switched from game 1, and then for game 2, I believe I just put Vinny J to third, to Audie Pullman out, and then so that means I think Dad was batting 7th, and then Vinny J was batting 9th, I guess. I forgot what the lineup was. Yeah. 1 count. That's a ground ball to Altuve. 2 down. So the only difference between the lineup in game 1 and here in game 3 is Audie Pullman and Snake Biter switch. I can't exactly remember what the lineup was in game 2. Here's Jet Thornton batting .333 in the postseason. 2-1 count. That's a ground ball. So 6-3 ground out and 2-4-3 ground. That's 1-2-3 to the Twins. Astros coming to the bat, no score here on the show. Martin Perez. 32 starts in the regular season night. Rio, 17-5 record, 3.86 ERA, 219 1/3 innings, 202 hits, 1.24 whip, 59 lost, and 123 strikeouts. Against Bredman, 2-seam fastball, circle change, 4-seam fastball, a curveball, and a slider. So both pitchers have 5 pitches. That is a bullet up the middle! So both Ryu and Perez both have 5 pitches. So first hit for the Astros and first hit for the game for either team. Bredman's on, and that was a whistle of a line drive. And here comes Robinson. I believe they had Diaz. He was Robinson was a DH for game 1. Oh yeah, I know why, because he's a righty. And remember, for game 2, we had Odorizzi going. He was a righty, so I think Robinson's a DH for game 1. Didn't play in game 2. I believe they had Diaz has DH. That's why he has a batting average. What 25 or something? Yeah. Diaz has a 250 average. He was a DH for game 1. I mean game 2. As you know, for game 2 and game 2, and the Astros have all righties in the lineup. 1 count. That's a round. It should be 2. Luke Thornton, Vinny J, double play. That rhymes. 2 down. Here's the starting lineup for the Houston Astros. Alex Bredman, Daniel Robinson, the DH Jose Altuve, George Springer, Carlos Correa, the Astros dad, Tyler White, Jake Marisnick, and Emnes Diaz. They have all righties because they're playing a lefty. Diaz is playing left field, played in game 2 as the DH. That's a ground ball to Jack Thornton. Throw to first is in. Off the bend, but Vinny J tailed Altuve. 1 hit by the Astros, base. No race out of the play. We're through 1. The score 0-0 here in game 3. By the way, in my postseason, if the Twins get to the ALDS to play the Indians, who play the winner of the wild card game in my postseason, which will start in 4th of July this Saturday, so 6 days away. Well, obviously it will be that series. But if the Twins don't make it to the ALDS, if they lose the wild card against the Yankees, then I'm probably gonna pick one of the two NLDSs, which is the Cubs and National home field advantage, or the winner of the wild card, which would be the Rockies or the Diamondbacks against the Dodgers. Maybe that, but either way, one of the division series, one of the first 3 games, it will be a day game. So, and obviously because before I only did a single game for the division series, my first 2, and then the third one I was only best of 3. But when I do a full one, at least in the division series, there's one day game only between game 1 and 3 in the division series. I'm not sure how the championship series. I'm not sure. Obviously that's best of 7, and obviously the World Series is best of 7. On talent. And I assume a World Series game is in the day. That's a slide and stop by White. Throw to first, safe! As he rainbowed it across, safe. Here comes Bader Jr. been at 125, no home runs, no RBIs, and no stolen bases in the postseason. Here we go, 1 on count, and that is just low by a hair, 2-1. You know, 2 on count. That's a line drive. That ball is in a one off the wall against the out-of-town score, but they're gonna hold. I believe, yeah, Star Forcer's batting 4th, right? Star Forcer at 3rd base, so it's not, and then Bader Jr. stops at 2nd base. 1 on town, and that is in there as Mr. Casey's batting 125 in the postseason. And 1-2 town. That's a ground ball. It's gonna score. Star Forcer throw to first, got him. The run, Mr. Bader Jr. goes out to 2nd, but Star Forcer scores from 3rd. RBI ground out for Mr. Casey. I believe it's first RBI of the postseason, and it's 1-0 Twins. Here comes Vinny J. Drove in the only run scored by the Twins and either team in Game 1, and there goes the runner, and that's to be a bad idea. Throw to 3rd, safe. It was cut off by 2, and then he threw it. Here comes Nate Biter. Had a walk and 500 average, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, no stolen bases. And by the way, that 1 home run was a walk-off solo homer in the bottom of the 10th, which I hit. I was quick managing it. Obviously, I came in the game, and then I went this menu where that lot where it's because I have both controllers. I quick managed, and then he hit the home run. Here we go, 1-1 count, and that is a hair low. And here the umpire signed for Game 3 of the 2020 ALDS. Beyond the play is Dale Parker. Dale Parker. So it's not really Dale Parker doesn't really have a consistent zone. Honestly, 100% full, 82 degrees clear, which we saw 2 miles per hour blowing out the right field. Scheduled first pitch 1:05 p.m. Behind the plate, here the umpire signed for Game 3 of the 2020 ALDS. Behind the plate, Dale Parker. First base, Matthew Ross. Center base, Dave Lawrence. And at third base, Ricky Holiday. Here we go. 2-1 count to the Twins center fielder, and that's a foul ball. And a changeup, 2-2 to the Twins number 8 batter and the Twins center fielder. 2-2 count. That's a line drive that will fall in front of Mersnet. Going for the 9-3. White's not covering. Safe at first base, and it's an RBI signal by Snake Biter, and it's 2-0. Here's Artie Pullman. That's all a tapper. Bat to Rio. Fields it behind the mound, in and over. But then the Twins get 2 runs. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Middle of 2, the score, the Twins 2, and the Astros 0. Here we go. Here comes Sprinter. As the Astros had 1 in the bottom of the first, but it was a race on double play. That's a line drive going over Snake Biter. He dives. It's over his glove, past him, all the way to the wall in front of the Astros bullpen. Sprinter's in with a lead-off double. Here comes Correa. Well, the hit that made it 2-1, a home run will make it 2-2. Remember, it's really shallow on the left field line to those Crawford boxes. And it's a day game, and the roof's open. That's a fly ball. Going over is the right fielder, Matthew, and he makes the catch. And Sprinter will stay where he is, 1 down. Oh, sorry, I shit the defense. Here's Dad. 223 average, 1 home run, RBI, no stolen bases in the postseason. Astros Dad, remember that. Here we go. Dennis Martin Perez, 1 on count. That's a ground ball. Pass press right to Lute. 2 down with the runner over the third. Runner at third, 2 outs. And a hit will make it 2-1. Here's Tyler White batting 125 in the postseason. No home runs, no RBIs, and no stolen bases. 2-1 count. That's a fly ball. Should have been out of it. And the Astros squander a leadoff double. We're through 2 in Game 3. The scores the Twins 2 and the Astros 0. 1, 2, 3 due up for the Twins in the top of the third. They went already through a whole batting order for 2 innings. 3-1 here down the Lute. That's a ground ball to Altuve, and 1 center baseman rounds out to the other. 1 down. Usually the announcers only said shortstop. But sorry about that. Here comes Matthew. Ground now in the first. 3-2 count. That's a ground ball to Altuve. And he's over 2 with 2 4-3 ground outs. 2 down here in the third. As both outs have been 4-3 ground outs. Here's a bracket as the Reds went 3-1 over the Nationals, and the Cardinals went 3-1 over the Dodgers, and then the Red Sox, who are the best record in the American League, swept the Indians, although they don't have them in the ALDS. So I mean, the Reds won 3-1 over the Nationals, and the Cardinals won 3-1 over the Dodgers, who had the best record in the NL. So, and they were the first wild card team. But if the Twins get to the World Series, it won't be a rematch because they played the Dodgers last year. Dodgers are already out. So the winner of this series will play the Red Sox in the LCS, and then the NLCS is already set. Reds and Cardinals. Well, the Reds have an home field advantage because obviously even if the Cardinals have a better record, which I believe they don't, the Reds were a division winner, and the Cardinals were the wild card team. That's a line drive caught by Altuve. Middle of 2, the Storm remains 2-0 Twins. 8-9-1 due up for the Astros in the bottom of the third, as they do have 2 hits, a double and a single. A single in the first inning and a double in the second, and a single in the first inning with a right side double. But that's a line drive. That ball is gonna fall in front of Matthew. Moves it on. Third hit for the Astros, as they have a single, double, single in the first inning with a right side double play. Here we go. Here comes Diaz. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on a slider below the zone. 2-2 count to the Astros left fielder. And here they don't have Michael Brown. Extended for 1. That is a double play. So they have 2 double plays the Astros have hit into in the first 3 innings. Here comes Bregman, who singled to lead out the first inning, and then was racing on a double play in the first inning. That's a line drive. Fielded by Vinny J. Throws it to Perez, in and over. We're through 3 in Game 3. The score is the Twins 2 and the Astros 0. Alton Joe Farby does it the day game and the roof's open. Here comes Star Forcer. 4-5-6 due up for the Twins in the bottom of the fourth. 1-1 count, 1 for 1 in the game. One talented ground ball fielded by White. Throw to first, and Star Forcer beat out one of those earlier because White had a rainbow throw. This time it's a good throw. Here comes Bader Jr. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Scored the second run for the Twins. That's a ground ball to Bregman, and he was in the shadows. 2 down. Basically, the shadows are from basically where Bregman's standing. Basically, halfway between, everything's in the shade. Basically, the shade is from between. Basically, there's a line basically halfway between the pitcher mound and home plate, and then the shadows goes a line like that. As you can see, it's a line. So basically, pitchers in the ball starts in the sun, and then it ends up in the shade. It's a fly ball. The ball is hit well. That ball is off the out-of-town scoreboard. Diaz dove for it. Didn't work. And it's on a double for Mr. Casey. He had an RBI ground out that drove in Star Forcer in the first inning. 1-1 count to Vinny J. That's all Tappers gonna stay fair. That ball is fair, and Tyler flips it to Rio, and the inning's over. No harm done after a 2-out double. Middle of 4, the score remains 2-0 Twins. Here comes Bregman. I mean Robinson, not Bregman. The DH. That's all tower. I mean, the ball starts in the sun and ends up and then goes in the shade. So basically, the batter's in the shade and the pitcher's in the sun. That's a 3-run assisted ground ball. Here's Altuve. As I mean, they still have plenty of time. Still down by a pair. That's a line drive caught on a short out by Luke. Throws it to Vinny J at first base. 2 down. So again, one centimeter round up to the other. Here comes Sprinter doubled and it was trying to at third base in the second inning. That's a ground ball to Luke. We are through 4. The score is the Twins 2 and the Astros 0. Next episode will be Game 1 of the ALDS against the Red Sox, or Game 4 of the ALDS against the Astros. So the only one that's only Game 4 of the ALDS against the Astros if we lose this game. Here we go. Here's stage biter. Ronnie Pullman on deck. That's a fly ball. Marisnik under it, which they no longer have him in real life. He's down with the Mets free agency. 1 down. Here's a top pitch speed comparison. 93 for Perez, 91 for Rio. 3-2 count. That's a line drive. The ball is hit well. The ball is fair, and it stays in play as Maris. But either way, if it went over the wall, it's a double, and if it doesn't, and it's still a double. So 1 out double for Arnie Pullman, number 9 batter. Here's Luke is 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs, rounding out the Correa and then Altuve. That's a ground ball, and he's 0 for 3. A 6-3 ground out, 4-3 ground out, and a 3-out assisted ground out. Runner at third, 2 outs. Astros, you have 15 outs left to work with, down by 2. Here comes Matthew. 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs as well. 3-2 count. That's a ground ball, and that's 2 straight 3 assisted ground balls to widen the innings over. Halfway home in Game 3, the score is the Twins 2 and the Astros 0. We're back at Minute Maid Park. Let's go down to the field and check in with Tiny Watney. That's a bright shirt. A reddish shirt. How come it's AJ Hinch? No, it's not. It probably couldn't be that. He didn't realize he suspended a year, and then he did that. The GM and then the owner, the GM and the manager, the Astros manager AJ Hinch and the Astros GM both got suspended a year because they cheated, and then the owner just fired both of them. They're on count. That's a ground ball pass! Benny J in the right field base hit. Going for the 9th free throws it to the pitcher, actually. And then 1 down. I mean, not 1 down. Here comes Dad, the Astros dad, and tie with a home run out of home run in the series already. That's a little tapper. Could it be 2? Vinny J for 1. Vinny J, just throwing it back to Perez. Double play! 3-6-1 double play. Here comes Tyler White, who flew out in the second. Flew out the right. 1 on count. That's a line drive. That's in the right field. He only has 26 feet. Trying for a 9-3. Got him! From the outfield. What a play by Matthew in and over. And the 5 ashore, the Twins 2 and the Astros 0. 3-4-5. 2 up for the Twins at the top of the 6th. And they have 2 runs. That was both in the first inning. That's a fly with the ball. It's hit well. Back is Marisnik, and he makes the catch. 1 down. The Raleigh Towns are waving here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. Cheer Star Force are 1 for 2, and they made 8 for 11 in the series with a home run and 3 RBIs. 1 on count. That's a line drive. What a catch by Altuve. 2 down. Already got his first hit in the postseason. He had out 1, and he's down 200 now. So everyone has a hit besides obviously Tony and Dash C, which I'll probably play at DH or something, and maybe Game 1 of the ALDS or ALCS. That's a line drive. That ball is gonna fall. I might play both of them for Game 1 of the ALCS if we get there, which if we don't, I know you're really sad. So it's a 2-out single for, and now here comes Mr. Dixie, who doubled and had an RBI earlier. Doubled, had an RBI ground out, scored Star Forcer in the first inning, and then doubled later in the game, and then it's over. Middle of 6, the score remains 2-0 Twins. Here's Marisnet. 8-9-1 due up for the Astros in the bomb. It says 3 hitters count. That's a ground ball. Press can't get there. 81 speed. Gotta hurry if you're loose. Got him. He has one down. Here's Diaz. Top of the order. Follow. 2 on count. That's a ground ball to Vinny J. He throws it to Perez and he wins the foot right to then Diaz. Scored at 3-1 ground out, 2 down. As the Astros are down our final 10 outs, down by 2 still. 1 on count. They got shut out in game 1, 1-0, and now they're in shut out here so far through 6 innings in game 3, 2-0. We're through 6 in game 3. The scores: the Twins 2 and the Astros 0. Twins have 2 runs on 10 hits, no errors, and the Astros have no runs on 4 hits, no errors. Here we go. We're officially in the bat third of the game. That's a line drive that will get down and probably to the wall, and we'll go basically the edge of the warning track, but it's only a double either way. Lead-off double for Matthew, I think. That's Vinny J. Is a shorter. Yeah, Vinny J with a double. Here comes Snake Biter. And then 7-8-9 due up for the Twins in the top of the 7th. That's a line drive. That will be caught by Marisnet. 2 down. One hopper to Bredman. Here comes Audie Pullman. 1-2, a double in the 5th inning. 1 on count. That's a ground ball to the right side. Will advance. Vinny J to third. Runner at third. 2 outs. And it's only up to Lou. He's 0-for-3 with 6-3 ground out, 4-3 ground out, and a 3 unassisted ground out. Here we go, 1-2 down the load. Swing and a miss, he got him, and it's 0-for-4 with 3 ground outs and a strikeout. 7 in the stretch time here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. The scores: the Twins 2 and the Astros 0. And they're starting to warm up Mike Morin in the bullpen it's a bomb, but the Astros have 9 more outs to work with in their season, down by 2. It's a ground ball to Lute. Make that now 8 more outs to work with, and the Astros are down in the final 8 outs, down by 2. The shadows are now, and the pitcher's now in the shadows. The pitcher and the batter are both in the shadows. That's a ground ball at the middle base hit. The pitcher and the batter are both in the shadows. Altuve's on. Pine coming to the plate. And for a George Springer double in the 2nd. This pass to diving glove of Snake Biter. That's a line drive pass! Lou threw to first, and he is safe in there. 2 runners on, 1 out. For the Astros, timer at first base, Joe Eder on the plate. And the Joe Eder at the plate is former Carlos Correa. Perez only throwing 66 pitches through 6 1/3, 2-1 count. That's a line drive out right at Matthew. And the runners get back to first and second base. 2 down now. 2 runners on, 2 outs for, the Astros down. 0-for-2, 2 ground outs. Oh my, 2-1 count. That's a ground ball, should get out of it. Luke throws it to Jack Thornton, the inning's over, and the Astros strand a pair of runners. 4 through 7 in game 3. The scores: the Twins 2 and the Astros 0. Here we go, and here comes Will Harris to relieve Rios. Rio went 7 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, and he's in line for the loss. First appearance in the postseason for Will Harris. He had 26 in the Raiders season. 3-1 count. That's a ground ball past Harris, and then in the center field base hit. Twins trying to get some insurance, and the Astros are down in the final 6 outs of the season. Here comes Jack Thornton, 3-for-12 in the series, 0-for-3 in the game. That's a ground ball. The ball is foul by a hair. Trying to cutter, curveball, and a 14 fastball. That's a ground ball. Could be 2. Altuve, Correa, 1, and Jack Thornton will be out the bat then. He's 0-for-4, but he's on base for the first time. Here's Star Forcer, 8-for-12 in the series, 1-for-3 in the game. Runner at first, 1 out, 3-1 hitters count. That's a ground ball. That's only really tough because both runners at 93 speed. Send it 1, first, go! No, it didn't get him. Both runners at 93 speed, 2 straight fielder's choices. They were 2-for-3, a double, single, and a run scored. Runner at 7, 2 outs. That's a ground ball. That is, what a play by Correa! But Jeter jump throws. Jeter beats it out by quite a bit. 2 runners on, 2 outs now for Mr. Casey. 1 for 3 with a double and RBI. 2 for 11 with a double, obviously, and RBI. And 1 for 3 in the game, 2 for 11 in the series. 2-2 now. That is a bullet! 1-1 will score! First to third is the runner, Mr. Casey, going for a double! And he's in there with a double, and it's 3-0 Twins! A 2-out RBI double for Mr. Casey, 3-0. Here comes Hunter on down as the runners are on base. Here's responsible Bull Harris, which in real life he's not. He's I think on the Nationals now. And that's how they're all intentionally want Vinny J. And that's gonna bring up Stage Byron with the bases loaded and 2 outs, but the Twins are now up 3-0. Vinny J wants to be 7, but obviously that's retired because of Joe Mauer. Here we go. Stage Byron 1 for 3 in the game with a single and RBI, 5 for 11 in the series. 4-seam fastball slider, 2-seam fastball and changeup for Rendell. 1-1 count. That's the ground ball. Should get out of it. Throw to Rendell, and he wins the race in and Stage Byron in and over. It's a 2-out RBI double for Mr. Casey, not Stage Byron. He has to stand in the Twins lead to 3-0 after 7.5 innings of play. Astros down our final 6 outs, down by 3. Here comes Mike Morin. Only 10 appearances in the regular season, first year in the postseason. And here's 7, 8, 9 due up for the Astros in the bottom of the 8. So part of their lineup up one more time. It's the ground ball. Astros, I mean, they got shut out in game 1. Blew a big lead in game 2, and now they're 5 outs away from being eliminated. Here's Marisnik. He's got it 2 base runners now. They've been the time under the plate. That's a line drive. That's in the right field. No chance for a 9-3. As Vinny did not even counter that. That's 1 base run. They need 1 more from the time under the plate. And Diaz. That's a ground ball. 2-2. A miss save. And now they have the runner going to second, and he's safe. The shortstop misplayed it as it went over Morin's head, and the shortstop was going to center base bad, and here comes Bredman with a chance to tie the game, but a hit to make it 3-2. A sad final with Homer would tie the game, 1-1 count. That's a draw. Up the middle, base hit. 1-1 will score. A second run's coming around, and he will score. And it's no throw to the plate that was as the Snake Virus threw it to Jack Thornton. 2-run single for Alex Bredman. It's 3-2. Tyler at first base, with 1 out for the DH, Daniel Robinson. 2-2 count. That's a line drive. So a tough play. Snake Bird. That ball will fall. And now the runner going to second, down by a country mile. The runner does get the third. Runner at third, 2 outs. Brennan gets the third, but Robinson's thrown out. An RBI single for Robinson. Altuve's out, but with the timer at third with. So a 2-run single by Brennan, now an RBI single by Altuve, and the game is tied 3-3. And here comes Sprinter, Super 3, a double and a single, and they're starting to warm up. Jace Fry and the Twins bullpen just in left center field below the archways. Below the archways in left center field. 1-1 count now. That's a line drive caught by Lute, but now both Ryu and Perez will no matter who wins the game. 3 runs on I think that's 3 runs on 3 hits, or either way. Twins get 3 runs, or the Astros get 3 runs. Score is 3-3 after 8 innings of play. 9-1-2 due up for the Astros and for the Twins in the top of the 9. They blew the lead. 3-2 count, but they have a chance to win that. That's a ground ball. That's a base hit. Going for 9-3. Pullman has 82 speed, and this world obviously Rosa show is like 20. No-head run at the no-head run at first base. Here's Luke is 0 for 4 in the game, but that's a round. Could be 2. Altuve botches it, but somehow wasn't the ball not near him, so Luke is 0 for 5 in the game. But that could have been a double play, or at least not the lead runner. Instead, a hit to give the Twins the lead. Here's Matthew. That's a little looper as he got jammed. It's caught by Marisnik. And only going stays where he is, 2 down. That'll be on the Jack Thornton, a hit to did the Twins the lead. 0 for 4 in the game like Luke was, but now Luke's obviously 0 for 5 in the game. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball, and now Lute and Jet Thorne are both 0 for 5, and the Astros can win Game 3 by scoring 1 run, middle of 9. The scores, the Twins 3 and the Astros 3, and both teams have 3 runs, 11 hits. Both teams have 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Here we go. The Astros need 1 run to win Game 3 and force a Game 4 right here at Minute Maid, or tomorrow night right here at Minute Maid Park, and that's a base hit. Win and run coming to the win and run on base, and it's gonna be here comes the Astros that 0 for 3 in the game, and here comes Jace Fry. First of 13 appearances in the regular season. Apparently he had 10 for 14 on saves, but no save situation obviously. First appearance in the postseason. Cutter, curveball, 16 bounce on 14 bounce on a changeup. He has 5 pitches, 2-1 count. That's a drama. Could be 2. Lute, Jeff Thornton, Vinny J double play, 2 down. Here comes Tyler White as Jace Fry trying to did his final out to send the game to extra innings. That's a fly ball. That ball is hit well. That ball is gone. A walk-off home run. Tyler White with a home run. The Astros win Game 3 with a come from behind victory, and that forced a Game 4 tomorrow night right here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. 386 feet, 97 miles per hour off the bat. Tyler White's first home run of the series and first home run of the postseason, and the Astros win 4-3 over the Twins. My goodness. And the Astros have forced a Game 4 tomorrow night right here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. Unbelievable. Walk-off home run. And the loss of the go to Jace Fry. And the wins on the Hunter Rondell and no saves. Astros, after the Twins got 1 in the 8th, they made it 3-0. Astros got it was 3-0 on Bobby 8th. The Astros got 3 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th to win the game. And the 1 in the 9th sustains a 2-out walk-off solo homer to right center field by Tyler White, an opposite field home run. And the Astros have forced Game 4 tomorrow night right here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. It looks like Tyler White. Yeah, that's Tyler White. Oh, yeah. Tyler White, number 13, the first baseman for the Astros, is top player of the game for Game 3. Unbelievable, as he was the one that was a walk-off home run and it was the reason that only hit in the game was by him. 4-3 as the Astros win. Hunter Rondell to win 1-0 in the postseason. And Astros now are down 2-1, but there has been teams. I mean, there's been a team. I mean, at the Astros last year, 1-2, and it's the Rays 1-2 at home, lost in 3-4 on the road, and 1-5 back at home. So the Twins, well, after they 1 in the 8th, they made it 3-0 and blew the lead. Well, blew the lead. They were 3 in the 8th, and then after that double play, I mean, White 1 for 4 with a homer, RBI, and a run scored. Had the only hit in the game. And Mr. Casey had 2 doubles. Bader Jr. went 3 for 4 with a double, 2 singles, and a run scored. Artie Paul went 2 for 4 with a double, and Vinny Jr. went 1 for 3 with a double. So really, next episode of this series will be Thursday. It will be Thursday. So just for it, because today's Monday. I'm filming this Sunday. Tomorrow will be next episode of my Audi Home Run of the Show series. Home Run Derby and the All-Star Game. Wednesday will be Rockies franchise. And Thursday, next episode of this series, Minnesota Twins Justin franchise. Game 4, that's between the Twins and the Astros. If the Astros win, they force a winner-take-all Game 5 back at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Or basically, if the Astros win Game 4, they force winner-take-all Game 5 back in Minneapolis. If the Twins win, they move on to the LCS to play the Red Sox. And this is the only division series still going on. The 2 in the NL are done, and the other one in the AL are done. When they showed the playoff bracket, the Red Sox did win 3 games to 9. For some reason, didn't put them in didn't have the B in the LCS, but they did win. It's best of 3 out of 5. And I mean, I didn't know actually if it was gone or not, because I mean, look at the shadows. The shadows ended up being like basically the whole infield basically a hole in field, and then left field was in the shadows, and then basically from left center field to, you can see it was all in shadows, and then I didn't know if it was gone or not. As Hendry Rendon hits the win, he moves to 1-0 in the postseason. Jace Fry hits a loss, and he falls to 0-1 in the postseason. Rendon pitches in and third. 1 hit, no strikeouts, no earned runs, 1 walk. That was an intentional walk. And Jace Fry 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, no strikeouts, 1 earned run, no loss. And obviously he came in with a runner at first, had the 4-6-3 double play, but then they had that home run to Tyler White after that. As yeah, and I'm not sure where. And obviously this don't overlap because on Friday I'm thinking Rocky Lane, and Saturday midday AL wildcard game, and I'm thinking if it does go to Game 5, then Game 5 will be Monday. So July 6th. Monday, July 6th will be Game 5 of the ALDS, or Game 1 of the ALCS. Depends. Game 5 of the ALDS if we lose Game 4 of the ALDS, but if we win Game 4 of the ALDS, then Monday, July 6th will be Game 1 of the ALCS. Other than that, I want to know board get set so the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm going to see episode number 17 of this Minnesota Twins Custom Franchise Series. See you in episode number 17, and eat a lot of bacon, and go Twins.